Hey y'all, welcome back to 2 Minutes of Tea. Can you believe we made it to another season finale? Y'all know this season for me has been about community building, Black joy, and I've been shouting out Black businesses every intro to the show. Something I want to do a little differently is just express my gratitude to those of you who have been supporters of mine, collaborators, people who have sent me beautiful messages, who have sent me guests, who have encouraged me when I honestly didn't feel like I could continue to do this. People who have poured into me, I don't take it for granted. It is such a beautiful reminder that you have a community, you have people that support you, that love you, that care about your dreams. And so this is just a thank you to all of you. Now, for those of you who haven't liked, commented, and subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that right now. I'll wait. Okay, and make sure you turn on, hit that bell. Yep, so you are alarmed anytime a new episode comes out. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, very good. But thank you so much again. I'm really excited for you to see this finale. I am actually the guest, so we'll see. I have no idea what's going to happen. But thank you again for rocking with me. I love you. I love you. I love you. And enjoy the show.
It's tea time with Uncle Twerl. Let me go grab my cup. Hi, everyone. Welcome to season 4 finale of Tea Time with Uncle Twerl, where what's in your mug is your business. I'm one of your hosts, Asia, and today we're going to mix things up just a bit. We always have amazing guests, like myself, but today we're going to get into what's in Uncle Twerl's mug. He had his combat boots on the ground long before we were line dancing, designer kicks in his presence, a sharp eye for fashion, a deep love for anime, and now the voice of a generation. He's the host who's as stylish as he is insightful. Please welcome Uncle Twerl.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me. This is really weird, guys, being on this side of the couch, but I'm so grateful to have you here.
Welcome, Uncle Twerl. You
Thank
look
you.
fabulous.
Oh my God, I'm trying to keep up with you.
You-
Okay, it's given.
I love the purple.
Thank you.
Matching with the chair,
I'm
matching with the
trying.
hair, with the brooch.
I'm doing the best I can.
You look expensive.
Thank you, okay?
Are you expensive?
It is.
We could talk about how much on the back end.
And we will.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we won't waste any more time.
Okay.
You know his favorite game to play. Sip or spill.
I'm so ready.
The game is simple. We're going to give Uncle Twerl some options, and he has to pick one of the two. And if he can't choose, you know what he has to do. He has to take a sip. You ready?
I'm ready.
Lemon pepper, wet or dry?
Lemon pepper wet, because everything's better wet.
Okay, but from where?
Okay, so my favorite wing spot is actually closed. I'm really sad about it. Hold on. WK Wings. They was all over
Yes.
Candler. Okay,
Yes.
okay, so you know.
I'm an East Side baby.
Okay, you know what? One thing the East Side got on the West Side, the wings are better.
We got some chicken.
Yeah, but all the locations are closed. And so recently I haven't had a really, really good one. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Wet.
I know y'all love a good American deli, but I can't get into
They're
it.
so small.
The big ones make me nervous.
See, I like, well.
Okay, let's keep it going. Air Force or Army?
Air Force.
Why?
Because I was in it. Love the Army. Shout out. Thank you for clearing out the enemy so we could come through peacefully.
Okay.
But yeah, Air Force all day. Fly high, we rise above.
I love that for
Period.
you. That makes me feel safe. Yeah.
You are.
Thank you. Let's get into some fashion.
Okay.
Kith or Zara?
Kith.
What?
Although recently the owner of Kith, you know what you're doing. You're making it hard for me to buy your clothes, and I love them.
Wait, what is he doing?
He's a Zionist. And if you don't know what that is, read a book. All right.
Or you could probably get on TikTok and find it. People love talking about it on the talk.
See, that's the problem. People don't read enough now because TikTok doing it for them. We got to open the books, y'all. Please.
Go to the library.
Something.
Instead of the club. All right. Something that I really am invested in. Georgia State or Georgia Southern?
The real GSU, which is Georgia Southern, to be clear.
To be clear.
Although I love all of you that went to that spread out school up here in Atlanta.
They don't have a campus.
No, they don't. It's everywhere. I see Georgia State everywhere I am.
In Grady.
I'm like, how do you get to your classes? How much time do you have in between?
They use the little scooters.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Just like the bus we had. Did you get on the bus?
Never.
Why?
I dated a nigga that had a car.
So did I.
Pro tip! Yes!
Back when they closed campus. Like you
They
couldn't.
did. You actually can't even drive through that bitch no more. I think that was the last time I went down to Georgia Southern because it was kind of sad after
They
that.
might as well close it at that
Yeah,
point.
I mean, what are we doing?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer or solo leveling?
Oh, that's so tough. That's so tough, y'all. You You know, Tanjiro is Bae. If y'all watch Demon Slayer, you'll know who that is. So it's gonna be Demon Slayer. Although Jin Sung Woo, I love Korea. Shout out to y'all, but it's Demon Slayer for me.
Okay, hold that thought because I got something a little later that I want you to kind of think about that with too. It's time to go on vacation. LA or Mexico?
They're split kind of the same because it's hella Mexicans in LA.
Yeah,
but the water you can drink
barely,
but it's cheaper in Mexico. There are pros and cons. I don't know. I'm gonna say LA because I've been to LA more.
Sure.
Yeah, it's cute. Okay. It's giving.
Okay.
I love you, Mexico.
It's cheaper to go to Mexico, though.
I may be fleeing to Mexico very soon, depending on what's going on in this current administration. So, save me a spot.
You might find a good husband out there.
You know, he definitely gonna be hardworking. Okay.
He gonna. You might be able to sit at the house.
I want to. He's gonna build it. I'm gonna sit in it.
Yeah. All right.
Was that racist?
No, you showed love.
I did.
Admiration.
Because I love you.
We love you guys. You're safe with us. 9/11 or Will Trent? I'm really interested because I watched both of these.
When you said 9/11, I was like, the Twin Towers? No. I was like, what kind of?
911.
Okay, got
that kind. I should have said it differently.
Will Trent. Will Trent's based in Atlanta. It's so fun, so clever. Every season gets better. I'm a huge fan. Y'all feel free to come on the show. Love you, especially Faith. I need to learn her real name. Faith Mitchell.
That first season was tough.
What?
It was tough.
This current season just ended. I'm not going to do any spoilers for those of you who aren't current. It is incredible.
Give it a shot.
Incredible.
Because that first one with that overweight chihuahua.
Hello, Betty.
Oh, you know her name.
I'm a fan.
Oh, wow. All right.
I'm embarrassed.
You shouldn't be.
Okay.
Are you hungry right now?
Starving.
Okay, so shrimp curry from Fireside or Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A. Although I love my Jamaican people, I prefer Trinidadian food.
I don't like Jamaican macaroni and cheese.
They make mac and cheese?
Yeah. I know it's not a thing that you are interested in.
Not even on my radar.
It's not a good time. But Chick-fil-A, you gonna go get a nugget?
Yeah, I am. And the sandwich, and the wrap, and the salad, and the lemonade, and the milkshakes, and the cookies.
You weren't sick of it at Southern?
I've never been sick of it. That's my problem.
Wow.
I'm trying to be sick of it this summer. Keep this waist together. But
the summer's gonna get whatever body you have.
You know what? And I respect that. I do. I'm gonna be inside.
Okay. Sinners or Dracula?
Sinners. Although, respect to the law. Shout out to the law, the original Dracula. But Sinners, yeah, black all day.
Fantastic movie.
I mean, incredible.
Did you see it in IMAX or the regular?
I saw it in IMAX. I've seen it 5 times. I saw it in IMAX. I saw it in Dolby. I saw it regular, and then I saw it in the 70 millimeter. How Ryan Coogler shot it
intentionally.
Yeah, incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad he's building this world. Hopefully, I get to, you could bite me. Hey, Ryan. Oh, he's married. I'm sorry. Hey.
And she's pregnant.
Hey, Ryan's wife.
And she's pregnant.
Well, that means he might be free.
Oh, righty. So last week I saw this show, and I'm sad I didn't see the other show, Beyonce or Kendrick.
Because I don't want either of those fans on me.
I know the rules of this.
Or stomped, okay?
I know the rules of this, but I don't care. Beyonce or Kendrick?
Oh my gosh. Well, since you forced me to, Beyonce, because I'm less afraid of Crips than I am the Beehive, okay? Yeah.
You should be. I saw her in Chicago last week.
You were just there. Okay,
wait. I'm not going to tell you.
Please.
I'm just telling you, we stood in that hurricane for 4 hours.
I'm so sorry.
And she put on a motherfucking show.
Oh my God.
You deserve it.
I can't wait. I got my boots. Did you do a whole get up? Were you?
I was on a work trip, so I couldn't.
Okay. Got you.
But I'm fly regardless.
Period.
So. Wicked or The Wiz?
Wicked.
What? You said that really quick.
I'm sorry, y'all. I love Black people, and I stand for Black people, and I represent Black people every day. Wicked all day, because everybody know Elphaba Black. Okay, I don't care that Cynthia, the first Black woman to play her in a movie. She is a Black person.
Does she say she's Black?
No, but she's not white.
Okay, fair.
Okay, and so I just feel like Wicked is my favorite musical. I love The Wiz down, but it's Wicked for me.
Okay. Todrick Hall or Duran Bernard?
Duran Bernard. He's less problematic. Love you, Todrick, but I just saw Duran last night.
Did you? I was going to say, I want to go.
It was incredible. He puts on a fantastic show.
Was the choir there?
Yes. It's an experience. And then he kind of turned us into a choir. He dressed like a choir director. He was given Sister Mary clearance. I was really into it. Okay. I love a production. He really is an experience.
I'm so jealous. We'll talk about it offline.
Okay.
All right. It's some beef right now if you don't answer this the way I want you to. East side or west side?
I'm from the west side, but I live on the east side. And so I don't want any problems with any of those people.
Problems with me.
Okay, it's the west side. It's I know you're from the east side, and I love you dearly. I love you down, but
it's okay because I lived on the west side.
See,
I lived on Hollywood.
See,
had a blast.
Okay, west side, what's up?
What's it?
Bankhead, you know.
Okay, Tanjiro or Nezuko?
Tanjiro.
Tanjiro, I said it wrong.
No, you look. You said it how you're supposed to say it.
You said it wrong.
I said
the west side in you.
It did. Tanjiro. Nezuko, she cool, but she in a box most of the show. I just I'm not a big fan of box. So.
Okay. Reacher or the Residents?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Reacher or the Residents?
Reacher. Have you seen that man? I want to reach every time I see him. Have you seen the show?
I've actually watched like one episode.
And he loves the Lord and he can sing. I'm talking about his personal life. The show is great. Check out the show. He's beautiful. But in real life, he has a heart of gold and he loved the Lord. Girl, what?
You're doing really good at plugging these men. Did you just spread your legs for him?
Now that we talking about Reacher, I apologize.
I mean, he could
respect
reach
his
over.
wife too and them kids. I love your family unit. I respect you.
Deeply. I think he would really appreciate.
I feel like he would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big reach.
I'm ready for some adorableness. Angela Bassett or Viola Davis.
Oh, I love that sharecropper walk that Viola Davis does.
It's heavy.
Viola Davis.
When she puts the bags up?
Yes. But just in life, like when I see her, she just brings such a depth to it. I just feel like I can see her life experience every time I love it.
I think it's something about them both being such cultural icons for us and them being darker skinned women.
Talk about it.
And always fly.
Beautiful. But yeah, no, like Viola Davis, she's such a great, like, emotive actress. Like, she really be taking me there because it's hard for me to cry. And she takes me down every time. Okay.
You believe her?
No, I do. You can't fake that.
No.
She is that character. Yeah.
Into it. Podcasting or sales? Don't forget you need your money, though.
Right. Look, I'm looking at you like, y'all trying to get me fired?
No, you need your money.
I love my job. I'm grateful. If anyone's watching, podcasting.
Of course. Why?
It's mine. You know what I'm saying? I think everyone should own something. I think creative outlets are important. Yeah, you need it.
Okay. So you love sending me a good message on Instagram about some music. That's our thing.
Do.
Cynthia Erivo or Jasmine Sullivan?
Jasmine Sullivan. And Cynthia,
really?
And Cynthia, you know why I chose Jasmine. Because Cynthia Erivo has a beautiful voice. But sometimes it can be a little problematic. But I love you. You're my problematic bae. Hey, we got problems together. I love you. But Jasmine Sullivan, there's nothing like that. You just, like, people that know me know I love Brandy. She's the vocal Bible. Anything that Brandy can do, Jasmine can do.
Absolutely.
I mean, effortlessly. Like, she has such an incredible voice. And if you've never seen her live, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it just.
I recently played In Love with Another Man and weeped. Weeped in my car. I don't even have no problems with no man right now and weeped.
That's so funny because recently I was in love with another man. And so I feel like we are on the same wavelength.
Where's that man now? Okay, we're going to move on. Musicals or movies?
Musicals. I love theater. I'm a theater kid, for those of you that don't know. So yeah, I love live theater. It's something special about creatives on the stage bringing something to life. So yeah.
You can tell they love it.
Love it. And they be singing down. Like the Classic Train. Incredible. Yes.
What's that young lady, the black woman that wins every award for Broadway every year? Her.
McDonald. I almost said Andre Day. But Andre McDonald. Andre
Day be going
They can all sing though.
Okay.
Yeah.
McDonald. Yes. I recently saw something from her and was like, wow, that is a God, like God gave you that talent.
Incredible voice. Yeah.
Blessings. Macaroni and cheese or burnt brownies?
Burnt brownies. Y'all saw me do the macaroni and cheese challenge. I did my best.
It's not for you.
It tastes like baby food. I don't know how y'all eat that. It is like mushy and soft and sour. It's
sour?
Just, yeah.
Who made that for you?
I mean, I don't know, but it all tastes like that.
I don't think I've ever had
it all smells like that. Well, cheese to me tastes sour. Like, I feel like I can taste the fermentation process. Like, I can taste the science behind it because it's spoiled.
Okay, so next time you go to that fireside, don't get their macaroni. Jamaican macaroni and cheese is just not. I'm sorry that I'm ranting on that.
I feel like the Shatas are gonna come for us after this, and I'm very nervous.
I love y'all. I love y'all.
Hey,
Hey, I love the color green and yellow.
Wagwan. See, okay, we good. We good again.
Okay, let's transition because
right.
we just offended some folks, but it's okay. Next game, word association.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a word.
Yes.
And you say the first word that comes into mind.
And I shall.
Black men.
Wonderful.
Boots.
On the ground.
Anime.
Inspiration.
Love that. Food.
Hungry.
What food are you into right now?
Ice cream.
Really?
It's just an abundant of flavors and choices. Yeah, I love it.
Where are you getting it from?
I love Jenny's, even though Jenny's don't love me because it fucks my stomach up every time. I'm like, girl, whatever that milk y'all using, get a new batch. Every time.
We talked about that episode in the tummy. We know, lactose intolerant.
Jesus, that acid reflux is terrible.
I might go to Jenny's after this. We can ride together. Joy.
Black.
Oh. Atlanta.
Home.
Dislike.
I have to say the first thing that came to my head.
Yeah.
Niggas.
You know what?
I mean,
right
love
now,
you, dislike you. Love you, dislike you.
What are niggas doing right now that you dislike?
The Cassie Diddy trial. A lot of the comments, hate you niggas.
I've been following it.
Girl.
First off, he needs to just be himself.
You talking about Diddy?
Yeah.
I think he is.
I think that's why all that happened. He's not as himself.
I think he's too much himself. Okay?
He just needs to go ahead and just come on out.
Like, I wasn't at any of the free calls because I wasn't invited.
But you would have went.
I mean, I signed NDAs, so
those guys made quite a bit of money.
What? You wouldn't see me on trial. I'd be like, that is so unfortunate. I mean, I don't agree with none of the shit that he did.
You might have been able to quit that sales.
What?
Okay, we need to go on.
You're right. We do not support Diddy. Fuck him.
No, I absolutely don't.
I love Me and You by Cassie was the first song I ever danced to in the club with another nigga, literally.
Make them move.
I love Cassie for that. I know that was a rough time for you, girl, but
tell me that you like it. All right, community.
You all.
Oh, that really made my heart feel a thing. Iconic.
Rihanna.
Absolutely.
I mean, hello.
Have you seen her with that blue dress with that baby on her tummy?
I see her all the time. I love her so much. I follow everything she does.
Gorgeous.
Incredible.
All right. Safe place.
Friends.
Okay.
Not you gonna cry.
Stop. Millennials.
YNs.
Okay, tell me. I want you to elaborate.
I just, you said the first thing that popped in my head. I thought we were doing Generation Alpha. That's where my mind went.
Young niggas.
Yeah.
The ones with the ski mask?
Yes. Yeah. The ones that be at the function but don't know where they at. Them.
Wow.
A YN.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Freedom.
Obama.
Okay. Let's transition. I want to get in your business a little bit more.
Okay.
Let's do some origins.
Okay.
Where did Uncle Twerl grow up? Tell us about your upbringing.
Okay, so I was born and raised in Atlanta, literally right across from Doug on Log Haven Drive by Hightower train station. Y'all that know. Yeah, little black boy in the West Side, kind of finding out what life was giving. But yeah, those are my origins. That's where I'm from.
Awesome. So let's go a little deeper. What are some important core memories that made you who you are today?
Okay. I think first one off the bat, my granddad had a farm, and so I used to want to be a veterinarian. A lot of people don't know this.
So did I.
Used to want to be a vet, love animals, but my granddad had this farm, and my mom would drop us off there every summer, and he would just take us to cattle ranches and animal auctions and all that kind of stuff. And it taught me a lot about hard work, black ownership. But really, I think that was the foundation of I really fuck with animals. Yeah, and then I was following this vet because I was like, okay, I'm really gonna pursue this as a passion. And he had put a dog to sleep while I was there shadowing him, and I was crying with the fucking family. I was on the ground, and he was like, "Hey, baby, you can't be crying with the family." I said, "You're a monster. I can't believe you just did that. This is not the profession for me."
That's exactly why I decided not to. Applied to Tuskegee, got a scholarship and everything because I was like, I'm gonna go to the black school.
Right, they have a great program.
Baby, I saw a horse have to be put down.
It's sad.
And I was like, oh no, baby, I'm about to go teach them kids.
I'm gonna recover. Yeah, leave me out of it.
I'm done.
Join PETA immediately.
Oh, you probably got some fur at your house though.
That's not on camera.
Oh, let's.
It's faux fur.
I don't think that's true, but let's move on. Speaking of, who influenced your love of fashion and the arts?
Okay, early on, I would say Andre Leon Talley, icon.
Oh,
Just a black queer man in a space that was not created for him,
yeah.
really pushing black aesthetics. Yeah, Andre Leon Talley, Rihanna, of course. I mean, just that bitch could put on a garbage bag, and I'd be like,
Mm.
where's the hefty? I want
Mm.
one. Incredible.
I know you ate up the Met Gala this
What?
year.
Black dandyism? Although some of y'all, hold on, white people, look at me. Hey, I know it's two of y'all watching. Um, when they say black dandy, I could tell some of y'all didn't know the theme. They just put on some black shit. I saw one bitch show up as a crow. She was just a
Did you see
black.
the one with the red do-rag?
Yes, and I was like, well, that's cultural appropriation. It's like a lot of y'all heard black dandyism and just put on some black shit and was like, nailed it. No, no. A lot of y'all were wearing no shit that was tailored. It was a lot of misses, but there were some incredible looks.
I love
Incredible.
Zendaya turned out. Of course.
That mahogany like homage that she did, and then to have Diana Ross there, incredible.
Perfect.
Yes.
Alrighty. Describe the first time you saw The Little Mermaid.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, let me go back. That's my favorite movie. For those of you who don't know, my mom used to tell me. She said when you were a little boy, you would like take the VHS and you would put it in, and you would just watch it over and over and over. She said I would just come there, bring snacks, she would eat them, and over and over again. And she was like, I should have known you were gay then. And I was like, yeah, girl, that's a clear indicator. Yeah, I want to be part of another world.
He
Get me
was
out
the
of here.
one that made you realize that particular prince.
What? No. Just the Little Mermaid.
Just
I wanted to
her.
be
You
her.
wanted to be.
Yes, I
You
was
wanted to
that
be
bitch.
Ariel?
Yes, girl.
She was hot.
What? Just give
A
me.
cutie pie.
And she was singing like none of the other princesses. The
Nah.
princesses used to serve very like Cinderella was very wide, Snow White was very wide. Ariel had a little, them redheads. She had a little.
I think she's black.
Hmm.
Redheads, like all on social media, redheads are now saying they're black.
Oh,
You haven't seen that?
I'm glad I haven't.
It upset me.
Rachel Dolezal, get out of here.
Oh, she's still in business. She braids hair now.
She's probably good at it too.
She's
So I'm
actually fire.
right. I'm not even mad at the skills. I'm mad at the trans ethnic identity because that's not a thing.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, girl.
If you want to come,
please do.
Yikes.
We'd love to talk to you. I'm very fascinated.
It's been such a blessing to be in your orbit. I am so honored to be here with you right now. When you first asked me, I was just like, wow, am I important enough? Am I interesting enough? And the reception that we got from that episode and just how you've loved on me since then. You've become my neighbor down the street. You check on me, you pour into me. I'm so, so thankful that I have you around. But I got to get out of here because we have some other surprises for you. You excited?
I am. Thank you so much. Look, and I know y'all got them giving me compliments. Everyone that knows me knows I do not like them. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. That was so sweet, though. Thank you so much. I won't cry. Okay.
I almost did, but I
Okay.
really wanted to make sure I gave you the love that you deserve. So
Thank you so much.
let's move on.
Bye.
Bye.
First of all, y'all, they
Wait.
keep gagging. No, they keep
Wait.
gagging me with all the guests. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, friend.
Hello.
How you doing?
I am feeling very grateful.
You look amazing.
Thank you so much.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. I tried.
But this brooch
Look,
is giving me
this
life.
shoulder moves, honey.
And then you're doing this.
I got it from you. I had to steal it. I said,
Yeah,
we'll be
take-
adding that to my repertoire.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I love it. I love it. And then you have the choker going with it.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
'Cause I like being
Babe, you're
choked.
giving everything. Well, you know what? I'm so glad to be here. I had such fun last time that I was here. And I'm so glad to be back here now.
Yes.
And I'm going to talk about your expertise today.
Okay.
Are you okay? You okay with
I'm
that?
ready.
You ready? Okay, cool. All right. You are a veteran
Okay.
of the United States Air Force. We
Yes.
just talked about that
Yes.
earlier. And you just told me this weekend when we were talking about it
Literally.
at brunch.
Yeah.
And I didn't know.
You were like,
You had to
what?
show me a picture.
I did. I was like, this is me with a gun.
Okay. And I was like, you are that guy.
I was him.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you still are that guy.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, there it is. How did that experience impact you?
Okay, so for shout out to the vets. I always describe it as a bittersweet experience because it was some of like the most amazing experiences traveling, getting to see new places, cultures. But then also, a nigga had to go to war, and I was like, oh my god, they are killing people over here.
Wait, you went to
bitch.
war? Where did you
Yes,
go?
I was in Afghanistan. Like we was over there supporting the mission to take down Osama bin Laden, and it's like there's a war happening, but you don't know till you land.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, are y'all shooting at me? Like that's quite ghetto.
Wait, you were shooting also?
Yes, honey.
At them too?
I mean, yes.
And did you hit?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
We don't talk about that, honey. We don't talk about it. Look, don't get in front of my gun, okay?
That's an experience
Yeah, it
though.
was bittersweet.
Wow. Okay. How long were you there?
6 years.
6 years.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you were out there like.
Okay, you already know.
Yeah.
Baby.
Wartime. I love it. All right, moving on.
Yes.
Fashion.
Okay.
We already know, baby. All we have to do is turn on Uncle Twerl, and Uncle Twerl is giving us every fashionable outfit we can possibly think about.
I'm trying.
You are doing, not
Thank you.
trying. Okay.
Gratitude.
So here's a question. Fashion is not foreign to you,
Right.
of course. What are some of the brands that inspire you the most?
I love Pyre Moss. I'm really into
Mm.
black brands. Pyre Moss is an incredible black brand. They just kind of really understand like the black man and the aesthetic. I also really love David Yurman. Like if you're looking for like really cool jewelry, David Yurman has like, he just gets the male like jewelry game. He just gets it. It's always very masculine and strong, but interesting. Because I feel like sometimes like men's fashion, like it can get kind of boring. Like we don't really get all the colors or like the, you know, the crystals. And I'm like, why not?
Right.
Yeah, but those are two brands I love.
Right.
Down.
So just like our previous guest who had the shoes on, they
Baby,
had every
Manolos.
diamond, crystal, every
Baby.
jewel. See, we don't get that.
No, we don't.
And I wanted that. That probably would have went well with this.
It would have been super cute.
I mean, just letting y'all know. Okay. Anyway,
Yes.
but again, yeah, those are great choices. Like, yeah, we had two of the
We're
same
here.
ones. Yeah, we're
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
That's why you got a brooch on.
Okay, you already know.
All right, I know. All right. Now, here's the other thing.
Yes.
You are such a comedic genius.
Me?
Yes, because your mouth is so quick. Your
Okay.
tongue is so quick.
That's what
and
boys
it's
tell me. Sorry. My mom watches this. I was just playing.
Oh,
I'm a virgin. I'm a
we went
virgin.
left.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go back right.
Okay, and I'm right.
Wait, is that right? Yeah, it was
Okay,
right.
because I didn't know. You know, I went to APS.
Yeah,
so-
see,
Okay.
let's go back
Mhm.
right. Okay, what makes your jokes so great?
You know, for me, there's a quote. I don't even know who said this, but it's like the truth will make you do two things: laugh or cry.
Mhm.
And I'd rather laugh.
I remember that.
Like I feel like life is gonna life, and you know, black people we innately are just really good at finding the joy anytime.
Yeah.
And so I just really believe that that is something that has made us resilient and kind of connects me to people. And the sound of laughter literally is just my favorite thing. So yeah.
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 I mean, listen, we have had some times to go out to eat.
Period.
And every time I'm like, oh my God, I'm leaving hilariously laughing and thinking about it and going, let me send him a message because that was so funny. I mean, I enjoy it. So you are an amazing, amazing person.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Now, here is my last and final question I
Okay.
have for you. And I'm kind of hard about it because as I was looking at it, I said, oh no, I have never been. You are the host of this podcast,
Yes.
which is amazing. And I was on it and all of us were too. And we
Period.
love you. But you have become an icon. Okay. He is the moment. At hosting your original Halloween event, Sleep and Spook.
Yes.
Okay. I've never been.
Well, this year's a new year. We have a new theme coming. So
Okay.
who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I read that and I said, oh, I'm hot. 38.
I'm going to make sure that you are invited this year. You're
Okay.
on the list.
Oh, and I don't like scary shit. Okay.
Well, you're going to be scared.
Period.
So,
Because, oh, really? For real?
yeah.
Oh, then I need to spend the night for a week. Let's
And-
go ahead and put that in there. And
Look,
lights on.
I'll make sure you have your own section
Perfect.
cornered.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank
Mhm.
you. Why are you so passionate about bringing people together with both your podcast and your personal events?
Okay, so those of you who know me, I'm really kind of always been about community building, but this year is something that I really wanted to do very intentionally because we all we got, literally. Like, if you weren't paying attention to this election, we all we got. If you're not paying attention to how people are moving, we all we got in multiple arenas. And so I just think it's important, one, to have a community base because support systems matter. And I really genuinely love people. I feel like they're the most invaluable resources that we have, and we just really don't appreciate people enough. And so I try to do my best to bring people together and let them know, like, I love you, I care about you, and also, aren't you having a great time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you showed that last weekend
Yes.
when you joined me with my friend group. And
So much fun.
they all were like, oh my God, we love him. I was like, yeah, I know. He's like the biggest, okay? The best, But I mean, again, I see it. I see
Thank you.
why you bring people together.
Mhm.
It's just you. It's your nature.
All right.
You're so amazing.
You're not going to get me. I feel
No,
it, I feel
no,
it happening.
no. And
Yeah.
again, I am so glad and thankful that God put me in this place to be able to do this and have a relationship with you. So, and then again, being here now. So, yeah, man, you are amazing. Let me just go ahead and dap you out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Ooh, that
yeah,
felt very
yeah.
trade.
I-
That felt very butch. Ooh, a dab.
Again, there you go. You went left.
I'm sorry.
We
I
need to go
apologize.
back to
And
right.
I'm back. All right.
Listen, I have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed hanging out with you. And you know what? This show is great. You're going to have more guests coming up. So,
Thank you so much for being here.
okay, I appreciate you, man.
And I'll see you at brunch soon.
All right. Yes, let's tee it up.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Y'all, okay, before you start, y'all, I'm so glad because literally I was just at the barbershop trying to get it together
Yes.
for this. And she's like,
Yes.
what are you doing this weekend? And blah, blah, blah. I'm all, I have somewhere to go because we're shooting the finale, XYZ. And she was like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. Had no idea she was coming.
Nope.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm gagged.
I'm so excited to be here. I had to, though, because I have to say this, you always show up for me, my family. You have my son on your show. This
Go watch the episode.
season. Make sure y'all check out that episode. So I was like, I have to support my boy. So let's get into it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. So as a Black man
Yes.
who is a proud member of the LGBTQ community.
The alphabet people. Yep.
Absolutely.
That's us.
Plus.
Gang.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the challenges and triumphs you have had.
So one of the biggest ones. So guys, I came out when I was 17, which was last year. I was 17.
Right.
And that was a really rough experience. No, it was really hard. Like my family's from the South. For those of you who grew up in the Bible Belt, very religious. And so you just never really know how people are going to react because you hear a lot of the conversations that people are having about people like you when you're in the closet.
Yeah.
Before you make the decision to even come out.
Exactly.
And so you kind of understand like you could lose people and you do. And so it's kind of tough. But I would say something that it's given me is like, oh my God, no. A really beautiful chosen family, a really beautiful community, real, authentic love, unconditional.
Yeah.
We say that word a lot, but it's really rare to receive that because a lot of us have to put on to kind of like get the love that we think that, we need to be validated or like without, yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel you on that though.
Period.
Because of course I had a coming out story.
Hello.
So yeah, it definitely is like when you're finding your community and it
ain't for the weak.
At all.
It's not.
At all. And I think the biggest thing is also with family members when you're dealing with family members that are not very accepting.
Facts.
It can be very hard, but also we have people like you.
Hello.
Who create community and then you make safe spaces.
Period.
All right? That's what it's about. All right, so as you build your media empire here, okay? As you build your media, sit up on that one, baby. Okay? As you build your media empire, what are some of the things you have learned about being in front of and behind the camera?
Okay, this shit is not easy. And so it's not easy, but also it doesn't have to be perfect. I think a lot of us, starting is the hardest thing you're going to do. Just start it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but there are people out there that want to hear your voice. There's a lane for everybody. That's important. Behind the scenes, y'all, there's a lot of work. Y'all, I don't do it alone. There's phenomenal Black women that support me, my amazing team, Nadia, Kirsten, Trisha, Erica, who sings the theme song. Community is important. Like, you do not have to do it alone. There are people who have dreams that align with yours and seek those people out.
Teamwork make the dream work, baby.
Hello.
You gotta have a team.
No one does it alone.
Nobody does it alone.
Okay, that's a myth.
That's real.
Okay.
No, that's real. All right. Last question.
Yes. I'm not pregnant.
Nor am I, honey.
I know y'all have been waiting.
Right, nor am I. At all. Nowhere near. Hey, ever. No more.
I tried. It won't take.
What would you tell 12-year-old Uncle Twerl?
Oh my gosh. Let me think back to 12. Whoa, what an awkward stage. It's like right before you go to high school.
Yeah, like.
I would tell him that the only voice that matters is your own.
Yeah,
okay,
that's real.
That really is the only one that matters. There's a lot of voices, a lot of external and sometimes internal voices that are not yours. Okay, you have to quiet those. Listen to the voice that is yours, the one that is kind and generous of spirit and loving. And follow that voice and you'll be fine.
That's it. No, that's real though. Warren, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, seriously. No, and I have to say this. Your authenticity, how you show up in the world, me and you have been locked in for a minute.
Centuries.
For a while.
1973.
Yeah. And I have to say, you always come in, you see me, highs, lows, and you always just been a good ass friend, bro. You've always been authentic. You've always showed up for me, and I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for your friendship. You're just good people and rare. And I think that's a big thing right now in the world that we're in, to find rare, good people, authentic people who are safe spaces. And you do that daily. I'm talking about if that's just sending me, something on Instagram, you know what I'm saying like, yo,
You do it good today. I love you.
Period.
Like, just showing up, just being a listening ear always, and always making us laugh, making us have a good ass time. I love you.
I love you.
And thank you so much. Cheers, bro.
Thank you for being here. Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
The templates. Be intentional, my guy.
What's up, brother?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on your show again. Oh, wait. I get to have you on the show today.
I know.
I get to host.
I'm so nervous.
Don't give me the power.
How are you feeling?
I actually feel pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, you look good. Okay.
Don't give me a compliment. You look better.
Thank you so much. I'm just a mirror reflecting you back at yourself, Michael.
That's a
Okay,
Black Mirror.
period. Not Black Mirror.
All right. My segment is about powerful stories.
Okay.
Right? So I would say that it is not my intention to get either one of us stirred, but you know how it goes. Also, I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
So you know how like on SNL, once you've been a guest host enough time or a guest on the show enough time, they give you a jacket. This is my third time on the show.
It is.
When do I start to get Twerl memorabilia?
Okay, so we're gonna get you a mug first. Okay, y'all get the mugs. I'm gonna work on jackets. Okay, yeah, clothing is.
You don't have to be a jacket. You don't gotta do it.
No, I'm gonna get you a jacket. Okay. It's gonna be really cute. I'm gonna put lots of sequins on it.
And
I'm gonna make sure it's the flashiest.
And I'm gonna wear it wearing all black. You can see this here. Okay. My first question.
Yes.
What was it like attending college after you got out of the military? And why did you choose psychology as your major?
It's funny because my major at Georgia Southern, this is pre-military, was, I think, pre-med, which was crazy because who's taking calculus and chemistry and all that?
We took chemistry together in high school.
Yeah, and I did poorly. And so then I switched to sociology because I was like, oh, that's like a softer science. I love science. But I wasn't really feeling that. And then I changed it to psychology literally the last semester before I left, and I loved it. Joined the military because I was not focused. And during that time, I just kind of realized like how many veterans, people in the military, like they are just not getting the care they need when it comes to like mental fitness. And so I was like, you know, this is more than just like something to do. It's kind of like a passion of mine now. And so, yeah, it was something that I definitely wanted to pursue.
Okay. So kind of playing on that same sentiment, you said that veterans weren't getting the care that they needed. So I know that.
And still don't.
And I don't think it's getting better anytime soon.
Oh, God, because that orange nigga. Anyway.
You went out of your undergraduate career, got your degree in psychology, and I know you were working as a substance abuse counselor. What was that like for you? Like, what made you choose to go into that field outside of the care that you wanted to offer veterans, and what were some of your experiences? So
for a lot of people that don't know, a lot of veterans unfortunately end up in situations where they are addicted to drugs, whether that's because they're unhoused or they have pain that's not being managed properly, or they have mental health issues that aren't being managed properly. And so a lot of them end up on the street because we do not have a system that takes care of the veterans like you promised. And so for me, I really wanted to give back to that community. But funny enough, I really got to treat people from all walks of life. And something that I learned that gave me a lot of humility is like, we are all literally choices from being these people. A lot of people look at people that are unhoused, people that have substance abuse issues, and you think it can't be you. It can be quickly. Like something can happen that could change the course of your life. We all experienced COVID. The world has not gone back to what we knew before. It literally can stop everything and set you on a path that you can predict. And so it gave me a lot more empathy for the people that choose to wake up and fight.
Amen.
That every day. My dad, for those of you who don't know, he had problems with substance abuse, and he's not someone who ever really chose to get help. So I was really inspired by the people that I got to work with. It was a privilege.
Yeah, I think we kind of share that bond, and yeah.
Okay.
And then you want a quick way to get the tear ducts going?
That part.
Yeah.
If you ain't never seen Fences, the nigga that Denzel plays, that's our father.
Basically. That was a bit heavy, so I'm gonna go to some lighter fare before my tear ducts get to work.
Okay.
So there are a lot of different options for how you can make a show, right? You can do a video blog. You're doing a podcast. You could do a number of different formats. You can become a radio host. What made you choose to do it in this format, a podcast in the recorded format that's hosted on YouTube?
So YouTube's my favorite social media app. It is the OG girl. Okay, she was the first. For those of you who don't know, she's the biggest, the best. And I love YouTube. I have always enjoyed like creators that give an opportunity to like create a platform and just kind of share their voice, their interests, their perspectives. So I've always been a fan of that. And before this, me and Jamie, brother, creative partner, we used to have the Audacity podcast. And my favorite thing about that was conversations. Like the guests we would have on, the real human connections, learning about people's stories. And so when that ended and I took a break, when I was thinking about my next creative vehicle, I was like, I know I want it to be on YouTube. I know I want it to be consumed visually. And then I know I want to play games and I want to really continue the work of getting to know people, telling like human stories, people that I find interesting, people that are everyday heroes in their own lives, you know, people who have, you know, saved themselves, saved others. I think that's important.
Yeah. I'm actually glad that you kind of said that toward the end, because this segues into my next question. How do you choose your guests? Like, are you taking recommendations, or just like, oh, hey, before you leave, you have anybody you think might be a good guest? Or is it like, oh, I saw this person on so and so and so and so on TikTok or on Instagram or whatever social media app, or I was at a festival and I saw this person performing and I asked them to be on my show. How do you choose your guests?
I think it's a mixture, right? I think when I was thinking about Tea Time, I was like, there are people that I already had in mind. For, you know, people that I've known throughout my life that I'm kind of like, you know, I think your story deserves a platform and I would love to talk about that. And then, you know, as it kind of started to grow, I think you just started to meet people, you're fans of some people's work.
For sure.
And so it just kind of broadened. Each season for me kind of has like a different theme. And so sometimes for me, it's like, you know, friends. This season was about community building. And so I tried to put guests that either one did work in the community, community advocates, people that are working at nonprofits, people that are doing boots on the ground work, or people who I wanted to be in community with for various reasons. And so that's kind of how it works.
Okay. So you've had a number of people who have hosted your show today, guest hosted your show today. It has been an absolute pleasure having you as our guest. Can you tell me either your earliest memory or your fondest memory of each of the people who has hosted today?
Oh, that's crazy. Oh. Okay, so I'll start with Rhea because just off top. So when I had got out of the military, I had just moved to Kennesaw and I was going to Kennesaw State. And I used to have, when I was younger, I had a female barber. Her name's Erica. Hey, Erica. Really, really dope. She had retired. She wasn't cutting hair anymore. And I have always preferred female barbers. They have like an energy, if you will, like a softer touch, like more of attention to detail, in my opinion. And oftentimes, barbershops can be uncomfortable places for queer people. Okay, you're walking into them, a lot of them are very like hyper masculine. And I remember walking into Barber for Days, and Bria was like literally the first chair just happened to be open, and I was just kind of like, and she was like, hey, you know, do you need help, whatever? And I was like, yeah. And I sat there, she cut my hair. I felt so welcome, so like free. Like she didn't ask me dumb questions like, yeah, you know, she got a fat ass, or you know, hey, you watched the game? No, nigga, no, I didn't do any of that. And so it was like such a wonderful experience. And yeah, we've been rocking with each other since then. Asia, I actually had seen her around like campus, and I kind of knew some of the work she did, and I invited her to come and speak at a nonprofit I used to work at. And I thought she'd be the perfect person because I know she worked with young people and she had such a like beautiful way of connecting with people, especially the youth, the YNs. And literally, I reached out. We didn't even know each other that well. She was like, "Oh my God, of course I'll come." She killed it, and I've been a fan of hers and her content since then. Dallas, my friend Clarence actually had been inviting me to his church for years. So those of you who know I don't go to church, I'm afraid I'm gonna turn to salt. I haven't been in centuries. And so he was like, "Oh, I know a guy that I feel like, you know, y'all have similar personalities. You should have him on." And so I had looked at some of his content, reached out, and I mean, it literally is kind of like looking at like a more fabulous version of myself. Like he is so fun and bright and energetic, and he has such a giving, generous spirit. And for those of you who don't have mentors, who don't have people in your life that either you can look up to, you can ask advice, someone who can pour back into you, that's really important. And so mentorship is something that I really love. And so I'm really grateful to Dallas. And now, last but not least, my best friend. So me and Tim met junior year of high school. And we talked a little bit about this the first episode you were on. And when you think about stereotypical, like, you know, black men, jocks, whatever, like you were none of those things. You were kind and thoughtful and generous and smart and cool and well known. And you just had like this really, really beautiful energy, and you were very welcoming because I had never, I transferred to Pebblebrook junior year, which for those of you who know, leaving schools like mid high school, rough. And so I didn't know anybody.
Yeah, and going from an elite school to going to not quite elite school.
I was at McKeecher and went to Pebblebrook, the performing arts school of Cobb County. Incredible school, by the way. And so when you're moving, you don't really know people. You're kind of nervous. Some of the people I met were not the kindest. Because I was in the anime, I was a nerd. I walked in with my U.S. Polo Association, not the real polo. The shit you used to get from Goodies. I think I had on some Dadas, and this nigga, I walked in, he said, "What are those?" Like immediately, I was like, "Oh no!" And you were just so cool. You were just like, "Oh, where are you from? You come sit next to me," and da da da. And yeah, we have like grown together and like
literally
rooted for each other. And I've really been there for like some really like pivotal moments in like each other's lives. Literally, Tim is the first straight man that, well, actually someone outed me to him. And I was so nervous because we were really good friends. And he was the first straight man to be like, "It's not a big deal. I don't care." He said so, literally. And I just think that changed the trajectory of how I felt about my own sexuality. Like that was a gift that I don't think I didn't even know I needed.
Yeah.
And so I could not repay you for that because it kind of reshaped, like I said, the way that I even thought about it. Because it's not a big deal. It's just a part of who I am. And it shouldn't matter. And it shouldn't dictate like how you move, who you're friends with, what you're able to do, who you're able to, marry, etc. And so yeah. Fondest.
I remember thinking less competition for me.
No. Period. Okay? I still take your girl though. Don't play.
I do remember being upset that the person had outed you to me because it definitely wasn't their story to tell.
At all.
But I also remember thinking, that don't really matter to me.
Like, I don't care. Yeah, that was like, that changed the trajectory of my life. Facts.
All right, my last question.
Yes.
What is it about you as a person or about the platform that you're building here with Tea Time with Uncle Twerl that you want your guests, your viewership, your team to know about you and the show?
First things first, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. You know what I'm saying? We try to, on the road to 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
That's my line.
Like, comment, and subscribe, gang, gang. I think, honestly, for me, this was born out of a place of we needed, like, joy and light and real community and a place for people to come and hear stories, connect with people that maybe you are not in community with, learn about different walks of life, hear about different careers, just things like that. I think Black people are some of the most beautiful, creative, bright, world-shaping individuals, and I feel like there are not enough flowers in the world that you can give some of these people that I've had on. Like incredible, like human beings first, and then also talented and brave and smart and all the things. And so for me, it's really about like continuing to uplift voices and build community and share like my perspectives, but also the perspectives of my wonderful guests. And so yeah.
Okay. This isn't on my script, but I do want to take a quick minute to give you some virtual flowers because you are my best friend in the entire world, and
You hear that?
I love this show. Like I watch every episode. I try to comment on every episode on YouTube. I try to I'm talking about I'm liking, I'm commenting, I'm sharing, I'm subscribing. Like I'm doing everything I can to kind of get the show to the places it needs to be.
Tim is literally like an unofficial producer. He'll be like, "Hey, have you thought about this segment? Like I was watching this and I feel like, there's a guest I think you should have on it," which I really appreciate. It really is like a community show.
I believe in your dream and I want to help you get to the places we're trying to go. But I think what you're doing with this show is so phenomenal. Like you're creating a safe space, as Bria said, and you're giving us an opportunity to not only see the brighter sides of you, but also your guests. Like there are people you may interact with every day and you don't know nearly as much about them as you want to know. But then they come on your show and you get to see a whole new side of who they are. Like that lighter side of them, because they do feel safe. They do feel like they can be more vulnerable. They can kind of let their hair down and be themselves out loud in a space where other people can see them being themselves out loud. And I want to thank you for creating a space for us all to be able to do that. So for those of you out there who are watching, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, do all the things. And as Uncle Twerl would say,
now feel free to spill the tea, but don't be messy.
Bye.